Hello everybody, and thanks for checking out my review of the Zenith Pilot Automatic with El Primero 3620 Movement, newly redesigned and released in 2023. Special thanks to Authorized Zenith dealer, the Timepiece Collection. If you're looking for any new Zenith timepiece, go to thetimepiececollection.com and give them a call at their toll-free number 877-678-8463. Tell them Doug FNJ sent you for a free gift with your order. Now, on to the unboxing. All right, so to get into the unboxing, first of all, I do want to say that they give you some really premium packaging here. Of course, you have the outer box here. It is regular cardboard. It's got the Zenith logo on the top. And you open up that box, and you have the inner box here, which is a harder box. And before I get into that, you'll notice on the bottom here, there's a barcode. And you scan that, and it'll give you 2 additional years of warranty. So before I get into the inner box, what you have down here is your instruction manual, quick step guide, simple instructions. You have a leather pocket, and this is where you can put your warranty, right in your receipt. And I'll get this out of the way. And you open up the harder box here. And you have the Zenith logo up here, and it's cushioned, so this way it protects the contents inside. And before I get into the watch, I'm just going to get into the contents here. So you have really nice soft premium leather straps. And what's really nice here is with these leather straps, you have an extra deployant. And on the right side, they give you a cleaning cloth. And then you could take the top section of the box, put it aside. And here's something really nice. Take this out. You have a travel case here. So you put the watch into the travel case and you close it up. You have a button here to secure it. And this way you could travel and you can have the watch protected. And you open that back up. Of course, you have the watch. For those who aren't familiar with Zenith, this brand has a deep history with a great story that began in 1865. Now I'm going to include 2 links in the description with a lot of interesting detailed history of the brand and the El Primero movement. Zenith is a brand that is highly respected and one of the only brands who have developed and designed their timepieces and movements fully in-house. As the revolution in aviation rose in the early 1900s, Zenith specialized in manufacturing pilot watches. As aviation began its conception into first flights, Zenith trademarked the word pilot to be used exclusively on their watches. Zenith remains the only brand who can print the word pilot on their dials. This year at Watches of Wonders 2023, Zenith introduced their newest, fully redesigned Pilot Automatic watches. Past versions always featured vintage looks. This was the first redesign of their pilot watch in years. They released a 42.5mm with a flyback chronograph and big date, and it's available in ceramic or stainless steel options, and then the 40mm 3-hand Pilot Automatic with El Primero 3620 Movement, also in ceramic, and the stainless steel version in this review. From all the announcements, these new pilot watches immediately caught my eye. They're simple, well-detailed, highly legible, and feature one of the most respected movements in the industry. The new Pilot Automatics are 100-meter water resistant, and the dimensions are 40mm wide by 50mm lug to lug, 12.85mm thick, and they weigh approximately 104 grams with the straps. It's 20mm between the lugs for strap changes, which I'll get into shortly. The box-shaped crystal over the dial is domed with AR coating on both sides. The rear of the watch features a see-through case back to see the El Primero movement, and it's fastened with 4 screws around the lugs. The layered detailing on the stainless steel of this watch is so well done. The finish on the top is a flat, vertically satin brushed bezel with a sloped high polish finish along the sides of the bezel to the case. The case is brushed along the top of the lugs with polished chamfered edges to the brushed sides of the case. This gives the watch depth. The work put into the detailing of the crown is really impressive too. It's a larger size crown and well proportioned to the case size. Just to be clear, it does not screw down, but it features thick grooves along the sides that are easy to wind and work with. The end is rounded with the polished Zenith star. The black opaline dial features horizontal grooves that shows playful effects in different lighting angles. The grooves almost disappear in darker lighting. There are white second markers printed along the outer dial, hand-applied stainless steel Arabic numerals with a coating of loom, and it's got the Zenith logo below the 12 o'clock and the trademarked pilot in quotes above the flat horizontal 6 o'clock marker, and the date below that in black with white print. This dial is highly legible and well balanced. The inside of the minute and hour sword-shaped hands match the black dial to appear floating. The second hand has one of the smoothest sweeps I've seen outside of Grand Seiko's spring drive, and that's because of the high-frequency movement. So back to the loom, Zenith generously applied superluminova to the numbers and hand sections. It's got a bright green glow that stays charged for a few hours. It adds to the legibility of the dial to be able to see the time in virtually any lighting. Zenith's in-house El Primero movement is one of the most respected in the watch industry. The 3620 caliber was introduced last year in the Defy Skyline. That watch had a sub-dial with a 10-second register versus the Pilot Automatic 60-second hand, which flows around the dial. It's got a 60-hour power reserve. The 3620 beats at 36,000 vibrations per hour, which creates that smooth sweeping of the second hand. It features a silicone escape wheel, 27 jewels, and it's assembled from over 200 components. The rotor is black with white markings designed to look like the artificial horizon that you see in an airplane cockpit. Winding and setting the watch feels real solid. Zenith includes the black rubber strap with the Cordura effect and the dark brown calfskin straps. Both straps include the steel butterfly-style triple folding clasp and feature the push-button quick-release strap change system that's very easy to work with. The straps are 20 millimeters at the lug and tapered down to 16 millimeters at the buckle. To change the straps, you just need to firmly push the button inside the lugs to release the strap. To install new straps, place them between the lugs and over the bars. While securing it, you'll hear it click to know that you've installed it correctly. The spring bars are removable, so you could install your own aftermarket straps if you prefer as well. The buckles are initially a little confusing. It's sized by placing the tang in a strap hole, and then you push the pin underneath into the next hole. Once you have it sized, you fold the 12 o'clock over to secure it, and then the 6 o'clock side over that until you hear the click of the push-button buckle. Both straps have two keepers. Now here's a wrist shot of the black Cordura style straps. I have a 7.5-inch wrist. The thickness, lug length, and crown has this feeling larger than the 40mm width. It wears very well balanced. These straps are a bit stiff at first, but after a few days they've softened up quite a bit. Now here's a wrist shot on the dark brown calfskin. These straps are a little more comfortable than the Cordura style. The leather is soft, and I like that Zenith included both color and style options. It adds versatility. Including the buckles on both also adds convenience. Now for those possibly looking to compare this and the Defy Skyline, they're both shaped differently obviously, but the sizes are very similar. And here are some photos I took at the store comparing the two. And here it is next to the black ceramic with the fully blasted finish. Now I personally prefer the detailing of the steel, but you really can't go wrong with either. I've been enjoying this watch so much. It's been comfortable to wear, and it's got a unique look with the way the dial and case brushing plays with the light. I'd say it competes best with the 40mm IWC Mark 20 that I reviewed a few months ago. The Arabic numerals, dial legibility, and the aviation history of both puts them as two of the best pilot watches to choose from. The decision would likely come down to color choices, movement preference, and how you prefer a watch to wear. The Mark 20 wears thinner and feels a little smaller with the less aggressive crown. So let me know which one appeals to you more in the comments below. So that's it for my review of the Zenith Pilot Automatic. If you like this review, please click the thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified of future videos. You can also find me on Facebook and Twitter at DougFNJ, and you can find me on WatchUseek.com, which also has a great Zenith subforum. I'd like to once again thank the TimepieceCollection.com. If you're looking for a Zenith watch, they're authorized dealers. Call them toll-free at 877-678-8463. Also thanks to Micah from VintageStraps.com. Use discount code DougFNJ for 15% off your entire order there. And last thing, I launched my website, so visit DougFNJWatches.com. I'm always adding more watches. I'm going to be adding some straps. Check it regularly and use discount code DougFNJ for 15% off your order. So as always, I want to thank you so much for watching. Be safe and have a great day.